In episode 1 of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, the story introduces us to the main character, Kim Do-kya, who has an interesting name that means, only son, or reader. He often faces misunderstandings because of his name, leading people to assume he is an only child. However, he clarifies that his name is Do-kya, and he is just a regular single and lonely man. The protagonist is 28 years old and has a hobby of reading web novels during his subway rides. One day, while on the subway, he encounters Usanga, an employee from the human resources team. They strike up a conversation, and Usanga mentions that she was fortunate today as her manager is on a business trip. This encounter seems unusual to Do-kya, as he hasn't met Usanga on the subway before. Usanga's unexpected revelation about her stolen bicycle surprised Kim Do-kya, as he learned that she commuted by bike and valued exercise despite the inconvenience. He admired her dedication to her genre of life, even though it differed from his own. While Do-kya resumed reading his web novel on his smartphone, he noticed Usanga studying Spanish, impressing him with her dedication to learning new languages. Although he found it peculiar for her genre, he respected her pursuit of knowledge. As Usanga inquired about Do-kya's activities, he hesitated to reveal that he was reading web novels, fearing it might not fit her expectations. Instead, he cleverly mentioned that he was studying Korean, avoiding the unconventional truth about his hobby. To his surprise, Usanga disclosed her love for novels, mentioning renowned authors like Murakami Haruki, Raymond Carver, and Hong Kong. Do-kya found this intriguing, realizing that her genre extended beyond his initial perception. However, revealing that he enjoyed reading web novels might be difficult given the difference in literary preferences. Despite his reservations, Usanga insisted on knowing his favorite authors. Do-kya hesitated, glancing at the title of the web novel on his phone. The moment teetered between the secret of his web novel hobby and the possibility of sharing his interests with someone who might understand. In this excerpt, Kim Do-kya finds himself hesitant to reveal that he's reading The World After the Fall by Sing Shangshong, as it's a fantasy novel and he worries it might not align with Usanga's literary preferences. Instead, he compares it to Lord of the Rings, to make it more relatable to her. Despite her acknowledgement of the movie, their conversation starts to feel strained. In an attempt to ease the tension, Do-kya changes the topic, mentioning that it's been a year since he joined the company and that it's his last year. However, he quickly realizes that Usanga has already been promoted to a full-time employee and has surpassed him in terms of career progress. Feeling embarrassed and regretful for not congratulating her earlier, Do-kya apologizes and tries to make light of the situation by joking about studying a foreign language. But Usanga reassures him and mentions the upcoming performance review, attempting to alleviate his concerns. In this poignant moment, Kim Do-kya reflects on his feelings for Usanga and the contrast between their lives. He admires her presence and feels like she embodies the spotlight of the world, the quintessential protagonist. Yet, Do-kya acknowledges that their divergent efforts led to different outcomes. Usanga's hard work and dedication earned her a promotion to a full-time employee, while Do-kya's lack of effort resulted in his contract being terminated. As Usanga offers to share the app she uses, Do-kya experiences a moment of introspection. He wonders what his life would be like if it followed a different genre, perhaps one of fantasy instead of realism. In his mind, he envisions a world where he could be the protagonist of a grand adventure. However, he recognizes that his life is rooted in realism, and he can't escape the fact that he's just a solo person, not the protagonist he yearns to be. Usanga's concern for him touches Do-kya, and he appreciates her worry, but he dismisses it, asserting that he's fine with his solo life. He understands that she cares about him, likely due to her role in the personnel department, even though he's already aware of his lackluster performance. As Kim Do-kya and Usanga resumed their conversation, Usanga made a decision to live an ivory life, which implied she would pursue a comfortable and privileged existence. Do-kya observed her with a mixture of curiosity and admiration as she returned to studying Spanish, showing determination in her pursuit of a better life. Back to reading his web novel, Do-kya found it difficult to scroll down as he became aware of the weight of reality. However, he received an email notification from the author of Ways of Survival, informing him that the novel would become paid starting at 7 p.m. The author mentioned a gift, and Do-kya, being a reader by nature, felt excited about it. With 5 minutes left before the novel became monetized, Dokya planned to leave a congratulatory comment and offer encouragement to the author. However, when he searched for ways of survival, he discovered that the work had disappeared entirely without any notice. The bulletin board for the novel was gone, leaving Dokya perplexed about the unexpected deletion. Suddenly, the subway train experienced a blackout, plunging the carriage into darkness. The train shook violently, emitting a loud metallic sound, causing panic among the passengers. Yu Sangha held onto Dokya's arm tightly, seeking comfort and stability amidst the chaos. As the train finally came to a complete stop, the passengers were left in suspense, wondering what had caused the abrupt interruption of their journey. The scene is filled with tension and uncertainty, setting the stage for potential dramatic events to unfold in the story of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. In the darkness and confusion of the subway train, passengers began to express their concern and confusion about the situation. Yu Sangha clung tightly to Kim Dokya's arm, seeking reassurance and answers. Dokya, trying to maintain composure, dismissed the situation as a minor disturbance, speculating it might be related to a suicide attempt and that the engineer would soon make an announcement. However, the atmosphere took a chilling turn when the engineer's broadcast was interrupted by an urgent plea to run away. The passengers became alarmed, and Dokya's attempt to reassure Yu Sangha quickly crumbled. A bright light flashed from the front of the train, followed by a loud drumming sound. Something was approaching in the darkness, and Dokya realized it was 7 p.m. at that moment. In the midst of the uncertainty and fear, a voice announced that the free service of Planetary System 8612 had been terminated and that the main scenario had begun. This revelation marked a pivotal moment as the genre of Kim Dokya's life underwent a significant change. The narrative takes a dramatic turn, infusing the story with a sense of mystery and foreboding. The introduction of the planetary system and the shift in the genre of Dokya's life hint at the unfolding of a thrilling and extraordinary adventure, leaving readers eager to learn more about the consequences of this unexpected turn of events in Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.